Hi, Moxie family. Another episode of our podcast where we get to talk to an incredible business owner. And today we get to talk to Sarah from Simple Online Solutions, who has been in running her own business for over 20 years, which I think is just like an incredible milestone. And your current business for the last over 5 years. Is that right?
Yes,
Yeah,
it's
which is
now.
amazing. It's amazing. I feel like kind of having that longevity is so amazing as a solo business owner, a solo trader. And so we definitely want to get into that. But I would love to have you kind of start and talk about who you are and talk a little bit about Simple Online Solutions.
Okay, well, my name is Sarah Lynn. I'm based in Swansea, South Wales in the UK. I've been running Simple Online Solutions for the last 6 years. I'm a web designer and all things online marketing. And I love working with small business owners. Sole traders predominantly, but I would say no more than sort of 5-10 people really is where I like to work with. And I just love empowering them to be able to get visible online, show up. So many that I know, small business owners, they're really, really good at what they're doing. They're just not necessarily good at showing that online. So I help them to do that. And and I love what I do. I love what I do.
That's amazing. I love to kind of start back, like thinking about when you were younger. What did you want to be then? And how can you see what you wanted sort of trail through to what you're doing now?
Oh, when I was much, much younger, I wanted to be a radiologist.
No way!
I know. Then, I've been through many different sort of careers, as it were, in my life. But I've always had, for a long, long time, I've had a side hustle kind of going on. And I knew that I loved working for myself. So many years ago, I used to create greetings cards and birthday cards and things like that. Then I went on to wedding stationery. Then I went on to make cakes for a little while. And I kind of fell into holistic therapies when my daughter was born. Well, before she was born, actually, I went and did a reflexology course, and I absolutely loved it. Thought I'd want to be training to be a reflexologist, but then got pregnant, so everything got put on the hold. But then she was quite poorly when she was born, so it was like, what am I going to do to help? I went and trained as a holistic therapist, and I did that for 20 odd years. But then when the pandemic happened, it kind of closed my business down because I worked from home and I couldn't see people in person, and it was a case of, what am I going to do now? But throughout that time, I've always done my own websites and things like that, my own marketing. Started off initially paying people to do my websites, and realised very quickly that I would then need to go back and tell them or ask them to do things, and I wasn't in control of that. I'm a very impatient person, so I wanted to be able to do it all now. So I learned how to do it myself, and it's kind of escalated since then. So
I love that. It's escalated.
Yeah. So from radiologist at 7 through to cakes, greeting cards, holistic therapies, and now websites.
I feel like, though, you found such a fun way to bring all of those pieces together, right? Like radiologist, a bit on like the helping health side of things. Then you did some design, and then you sort of brought that together in your own business, and now you're still working through that design bit. Like I can see the thread.
Yeah, I think the thread for me is very much I'm a fixer. I love solving problems. So whether it's trying to help people with their health, or whether they're trying to help people with their business marketing, there's solutions is in there definitely.
Yes,
problem solver.
That's excellent. Are you also the person, like in your real life, people are like, I need this fixed, I've got to go talk to Sarah Lynn?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, My friends say I'm a bit like Mary Poppins. I've always got something in my bag that can help them.
Yes, that's the best.
Yeah.
So I want to talk a little bit about online visibility, because for me, I feel like it is a bit of a mystery. Like, it just feels like you put it out there. But what I love kind of about your online presence is you talk so much about, like, okay, I see that your lead magnet isn't working or your website isn't working. So can you kind of pull back the curtain on that mystery a little bit for us and share, a couple of things that we should all know when it comes to being found online?
I think it's not just one system I think you need to have a good marketing system, a good sales system, a good back end system, and then a good client retention system. So there's multiple systems that you need to have in place. But I think a lot of people have got them, they just don't talk to each other. So that is the frustration I think I see quite often, is that the gaps are that they're just not working smart for them. So it feels really, really hard. So they try a little bit of social media, for example. They try a little bit of websites. They maybe do a blog or two, but nothing actually connects or works really hard for them.
Yeah, I think you recently had, excuse me, you recently had a post about making kind of those things work together. And I think, a lot of small business owners, it feels like, oh, I've got to do everything. And then those who are like, okay, I did it all, why isn't it working? What do you say when you start working with a small business owner who that's kind of what they're feeling currently?
I would normally start by asking, what is the goal? What do you actually want to achieve? Because a lot of people, when they know they should be on social media, they should have a website, they should have Google Business, so on, but they don't actually think about what they want to achieve with it. And so knowing that the actual goal that you want with each system can make a huge difference in how it's set up. A lot of small business owners that I work with, especially if they're sole traders, their website is mainly just an online brochure, and it hasn't been designed to convert them, take people from inquiry through to sales. So it's finding out exactly what people want. I was just speaking to a lovely lady before, speaking to yourself now, and her website has been up and running probably 8 years, but has never been designed. When I said what you want from it, it was like, well, I've never been asked that before, and it's like, well, if you don't know what outcome you want, then that makes a big difference to how you're going to design something.
Yeah, it's such a good foundational question. Like, okay, so what's the plan? I feel like I say that in Moxie as well, as folks are getting started. I kind of encourage folks to think about, okay, well, what do you want your client to experience? Like, that's a great way to set up. So I love that that's kind of your first question in, like, okay, what is your goal here?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So that's where I would start with it. What goal do they want for themselves as a business owner? But then what do they offer? What solution do they provide? What transformation, what outcome can they provide to their ideal clients? Do they know their ideal clients? A lot of people don't. They're trying to attract everybody, when by attracting everybody, you're not actually attracting anybody at all. So I think your marketing should magnetize the people you want to work with, but also that it should repel the ones that you don't. And
yeah,
I think people are a bit afraid sometimes to repel people, and then maybe end up working with people that aren't a good fit for them, and then because of that they don't get the right results, and then it's a knock-on effect.
Yeah, I like, as you sort of talked us through all of the ways that you sort of morphed your career. How are you seeing, obviously, like, things are always changing online, especially when it comes to online visibility. So how do you kind of keep yourself educated and agile to continue, like, helping your clients as, the world just changes constantly?
I love learning, always learning. So whether that's through books, webinars, seminars, emails, there's I think there is so much information out there, but sometimes as well you also need to take what you need and leave a lot behind, because for a long time, I think maybe other people have done it as well, I was trying to be like everybody else and not necessarily listen to my own heart, my own gut, and my own experience. So I think it's good to learn, but then take what you need and leave the rest behind.
I love that. That's a very design concept. One of my friends always says the best designers know what to leave out.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't have to do everything.
Yes.
So I'm a big fan of simple.
Yes, I love that. So sort of as we wrap up here, I want to ask 2 like quick hit questions. So first of all, you said you did some cake design and some greeting cards, and like a lot of that is in your history as well. Do you still find do you still make cakes, or do you still like dabble in that area of your life? Have you made anything great lately?
I do love to cook and to bake. I don't do it as much as I should do, but yeah, I do it for fun now, as opposed to doing it for money or for business.
Yes, but we won't see you. Will we see you someday on the Great British Bake Off?
Oh, I don't think so. Mind you,
I'm always so impressed with people.
Regularly. Yeah.
Yes.
Gosh, their skills are so. Yes, they're way above mine. I
So
can follow a recipe, but I don't think I'm going to be taking on any of the winners yet.
And then you love to read. Are you reading anything great lately that you love?
I tend to have a couple of books on the go. I'm reading, I do love a bit of crime, a bit of drama. So at the moment I'm reading The Intruder by Frida somebody. Can't remember her name now. That's on my Kindle. And I'm also reading, got me. I should have known this now. I've just finished a book which I'm going to read again. That was on my Kindle. It's basically about staying a sole trader, because so many books I find want you to grow. Take on your next employee or whatever, and it's like, I'm happy being sole trader, and to find a book which said concentrate on being a sole trader and make it good, I was very, very impressed. So I'll let you know the name. I can't remember the name of the author, which is awful. But I try and do one sort of business book and one fictional book, depending on when in the day I'm reading it.
Yes. Oh, yes. I love that. I do. I feel like that I don't think I asked this, but I would love to hear kind of your thoughts on what do you love about working for yourself and by yourself. I think that's my jam too. So I just love to hear your perspective. Like, what do you love about what you get to do and the way you get to do it?
I started for the freedom aspect of it, but that hasn't quite worked out as yet. I think when you love what you do, then I find it hard to turn off, because your brain is constantly worried. But what I absolutely love is basically being able to make decisions in the here and the now, and course correct as you go along. If something isn't working, then okay, that's fine, then we'll try something else. Whereas when you're employed, you can't do that without passing it by your boss or the boss's boss. So I love being able to make decisions based on what I need in the now. That's one of the biggest ones for me.
I love that. So the last question I have been asking is, if you have this opportunity to kind of talk to other sole traders and business owners, what's one thing that you think that business owners should hear, or that maybe that they don't hear enough? What would you share with them?
That they're doing a good job. That when you're a small business, when you're a sole trader, you have to wear all of the hats, and they don't. A lot of them don't realise how good a job that they do. They tend to concentrate on the negative sides, and when you actually break it down, it's not even necessarily negative sides. It's learning curves all the way along the way, and I think I love being able to point out to people, well, actually, you're doing this really, really well. Let's just connect them, for example, in a network, sort of marketing point of view. But I think a lot of people concentrate on the negative side, that they're not good enough, that they should be doing, and it's like, well, should we just concentrate just for a small second on what you've actually achieved so far? Because if you're in business even for a year this day and age, then you're doing something right.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think, coming from someone like yourself with so much experience and staying in your own business and running things for so long, I feel like that is so meaningful to hear, okay, that you've done it and you can see how I'm doing it. I feel like that must be such a gift for your clients.
I hope so. I feel like as a holistic sort of therapist as well as website designer, then it's about looking at everything in a bigger picture, all the small parts make up one. So it's looking at the good and the bad, and sometimes you just need somebody to reflect that back to you.
I love that. Well, thank you so much for your time. It was so fun to get to hear about you and about your businesses and the way that you have made pivots and changes to kind of continue doing the things that you love. So thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. I really appreciate your time, Michelle.